I tell you, you're right on the mark. I heard a saying not too long ago. They said success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Progressive. You know what I'm saying? You got something that you think is really worthy and valuable that you're aiming and fighting for, and you're making progress towards that each day. You're going towards that. You're successful. It isn't in the destination. It isn't in the start. It's in the journey. You know what I'm saying? And you hear that so many times, but it's like until you actually like it takes the time where you like actually get in like dang, and you look at it a whole nother way and you really see what they were trying to say. And you're like, wow, I get it now.
So let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. If you with the posse, then let's get it. If you with the squad, then yeah, let's get it. 1, 2, 3, everybody turn up. The power.
I know you've been out here in the Quad Cities doing a lot of great work, and you transitioned to LA. What are some of the highlights from LA that that you've experienced when you got there, and
Yeah, I would say really just some of the opportunities I was blessed to do. Like I was lucky enough to end up performing at Coachella. I performed at Coachella with an artist named Juice WRLD. This was in 2019, and there was like probably 30,000 people in the crowd. Jeez. So like just the whole experience of like, getting picked up in this shuttle bus and this hotel and the whole, just being able to experience that food anytime you want it.
I bet.
You know what I mean? So like, and then like what we actually did on stage, you know what I'm saying, it was dope, but it wasn't super hard work.
Right.
Like it was really easy.
Harder for performances like
at a school.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We practice 3 times a day for a school performance.
That's
so
how
it's
it
like
is, man.
That was interesting. So I like Coachella was really dope. I was able to shoot a TV commercial.
Yeah.
For Acura.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Acura. You know what's funny? I didn't even know. This is how green I was. I didn't even know what Acura was.
Oh, like the car?
Yeah, because once I booked it and I did it or whatever, I told my mom, like, yeah, I just booked this commercial. It's for a car company. I think it's called Acura. She's like, do you know what Acura is? That's like a luxury car company. Luxury, yeah. I'm like, oh, for real?
You know what? Yeah. I actually didn't know that it was like a luxury brand, like Lexus, like BMW. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. The car just looked nice.
Yeah,
the commercial looked dope. I'm like, man, this is big. Like,
it's crazy.
Oh man, I was so excited when I saw that, man. I was like, man, like that's what's up, making moves, man.
Man, thank you. Yeah, man. It was like I said. It just goes to show, like, it just shows you what you can and can't do compared to what you think you can and can't do. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was almost surreal. Looking back on it, it's like, dang, I really did that. But when I was in it, it was like, you know what I'm saying?
Just living it.
Just doing it in the moment, in the present.
Man, I can only like imagine what the energy was like being on the stage. Like, it's something different being in the crowd and feeling, vibing off that energy. But being on the stage, kind of getting like everybody looking at you. Instead of like the artist sitting, like looking at you, you're looking at everybody. Yeah. Man, what were rehearsals like for that? Like, did you guys have rehearsals for that?
Yeah, we had like a couple of rehearsals, and he was there both times, so that was interesting.
You get to talk to him?
A little bit.
Okay.
And I let him know that I was from Illinois because he's from Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he was like, "What part?" And when I said the Quad Cities, he didn't know. He's like, I'm like, we like 2 hours from Chicago. He's like, "Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, I know.
Chicago, but so yeah, he was a really dope person though. I remember during some of the rehearsals, like whenever they would be setting up the instruments and stuff, he would be sitting by the mic, and while they're doing their thing, he just decided to just freestyle off whatever they were playing. And literally, when I tell you, he used to spit, like he used to freestyle for like 5 minutes straight, and it would sound like
a song,
like a written, like a song. It was like what song is? I've never heard this. And like, no, he's freestyling.
I've seen some videos of his freestyles. Man,
he was gifted, really man. He was gifted and talented. You know, rest in peace, Juice WRLD.
Yep.
Gone too soon. Really young, a lot of potential.
Really young.
You know.
And man, like, it's unfortunate, that stuff like that happens. And God willing, it wakes some people up and it lets them know, like, man, like we can get consumed, man. We can get consumed by the lifestyles that hip hop and the world has to offer. There's so many choices nowadays that you don't even know what to pick. You don't know where to go. So we're living like all kinds of stuff right now.
Right.
And that's why it's so important, like what we do, and sharing a message to the young kids through hip-hop music, because hip-hop is not viewed as the most positive thing in the world. If anything, I think they have like the devil in hip hop like right here. But I feel like hip hop was the thing that saved my life too. There was an artist by the name of Bizzle that you actually presented him to me, and I showed you showed me the videos, and I was like, man, like what? This is rap? This is hip hop? Damn, and the guy was going off and speaking truth, man. I was like, whoa, wait a second. I ain't never seen this before. I was used to like mainstream people like Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, Usher, Akon, like T-Pain, right, all of them. But then I saw like Bizzle, and then there was like a bunch of other artists. Like Bizzle just was one of them. There's a whole nother world of artists that are out here in hip hop doing, spreading God's message and just really trying to speak life into people, like through their music, and also trying to walk it out. I think it's important as an artist, when you are speaking about stuff like that you are walking it out, that you are a living example of what that is, so that people can see it, not just hear about it. They see it and they can have an example to follow.
I think that's the thing with art in general. I feel like it's supposed to be a reflection. You know what I mean? I feel like what I've learned too, just with my experience out there compared to here too, is like, as an artist, it's like almost our responsibility to give people our genuine, honest art form and creativity. You know what I'm saying? And everyone's at a different place. Yeah. Some people are up here, some are down here, some are here, some are reaching up, some are on their way. We're all in progress, but you know what I mean? Some are going this way, some are even going that way. But it's like, no matter where you're at, be genuine. If you are down here, don't try to act like you're up here. And if you are up here, don't try to act like you're down there to relate to people. So it's like, you got to give what your genuine, honest creativity is. And from that, you know what I'm saying, try to go higher, of course. Try to inspire people, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But some people are better at it than others, and it's like, you just gotta, like I said, you just have to be true to yourself. Yeah. Because that's what I connect with. Like when I was in this place, I noticed I was listening to this person, this person. Started with Lupe Fiasco and Kendrick Lamar. I related to them, and eventually, once I got past that stage of my life, and I started, learning more about like spirituality and God and things like that, then I came across the Bizzles. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was an accident. I think timing is everything. If I was shown Bizzle way back over here, I probably wouldn't have either listened or liked who he was. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I was like, oh, okay. And then that just started a whole other world, and I couldn't help but put people on. So I'm like, hey, Juan, no, listen to this, bro. No, listen to this, listen to that. And that's kind of how things happen. And now I still, like I said, I'm still reaching. You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to this, I'm listening to that, I'm listening to whatever's gonna put me in the right vibration. You know what I'm saying? In a good vibe. You got to be careful, because words are powerful, and they can get in your subconscious. And so like, if you always hear about death, be careful. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I try to always listen to things that are gonna help me live a better life and put me towards my goals. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, that's important, man. Like it's so true about what you said about just being genuine, because you don't know who you can help out in the situation that you're in at the moment. Just speaking about the situation can make you feel like you're not alone in things. Even if we are struggling, it's okay to speak about those struggles, because those are real. Like it's not like it doesn't exist. And I think that's why I'm like pursuing music more, is because I see like there needs to be just more people in music, just either holding themselves accountable for their words and for what they speak.
Life's gonna hold them accountable. But no, I feel what you're saying.
But like, if we can do that ourselves, like it'll help, so that the world doesn't have to do it. And
right.
And really, like, man, just really take responsibility for what we're creating. We're creating this culture with the music that we promote, that we encourage each other to listen to, whether we know it or not. You know, like those songs have a message. Is it a positive or negative message? And whatever you decide to put out there, and it's not just the artists, it's labels that are involved, and they have money and marketing and parents systems set up. We have parents who don't really monitor what their kids watch, and who don't censor their
or listen
content.
to it around them thinking they're not paying attention.
Yeah, and but oh man, I was paying attention.
I was paying attention too.
Kid, man.
It's
I knew
getting
things
hot
that I
in
did
here.
not. Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on. I was like, oh, it's hot.
Man, I knew all types of stuff, man, at a young age that you wouldn't think about. You know, you wouldn't think I knew about stuff like that. But man, be careful. So if you're a parent out there and you have kids that love hip hop music, it's cool to love hip hop music, but just be careful about what kind of hip hop music they listen to, what message it's portraying to them, and what it's sending to them. And if you are okay with listening and letting them listen to that, that's okay. But just explain to them what the song is about.
What's real? You know what I'm saying?
What
Explain.
Is real?
Yeah. Explain too that a lot of this is music. It's just music for people. It's just music. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment. You know, so it's like this is what they're seeing. A lot of them aren't living this way, and life isn't going to be like this the way it is in the song. So it's like if you can decipher the two, but a lot of people don't know that they need to and don't care to, and don't know that they should. So it's like, longer you just got to be real with people, man. Yeah. You just got to be real with them.
It took me a while to understand that too, like just to realize what the difference was. And now that I'm in music, I'm kind of seeing it a little more. I heard my friend Joe actually mentioned this. He was like, in music, they actually have like multiple personalities, like what do they call alter egos, to where they pretend to be somebody else, to kind of draw a different audience or just something else. And I heard somebody else talk about how who is it? Future. How somebody was talking about how Future was like he used to be like doing drugs and stuff back in the day, but like then he cleaned himself up and like he was living a better lifestyle. He's which is good. I'm glad that he's doing that, but then he still kept talking about like drugs and promoting that, and that's what I'm saying.
It's like, the same thing with people who are married, what I'm saying, but are artists still, what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's literally you should be able to, and everything should be genuine, like I said before. Like, this should be a reflection. Right. But a lot of people aren't doing that. They're doing what sells. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even though I'm married over here, and my man is a good man, I'm going to talk about all the bad men and all of this, and being single and living your best life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
for the check.
You know what I'm saying? Now all these girls are, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, the kids in general, it's like, you gotta hold yourself accountable for what you put out. And if you're okay with lying in that, that's on you. That's your karma. That's you, between you and God, But it's like, I hope that we get to a point where in music and in art in general, everything is natural and genuine. Because when that happens, a lot of the fugazi, a lot of the fake, a lot of the lies for money are gonna go away.
More intentional too.
More intentional.
Like, cause I know like now that I make music, I'm more intentional about it. Like what I say and like what kind of vibe I want to put out. But I feel like a lot of young people, like if I was to make music back in the day, I wouldn't care about what I'm talking about. I wouldn't, I'd just be rapping, saying whatever. Whatever's hot right now, I'm just going to do that because that's what I want to do, But now that I'm older, I'm kind of seeing like, man, like what is this song going to do for me? Do I even want to listen to this song, And then like after that, then I'm like, okay, how is people going to embrace it? Or not that I necessarily need to have people accept every song or love every song, but just have some sort of a purpose behind it. I think that's needed in the music culture. I don't know. That might just be me. But
no, I feel like anything that's in you that's telling you to do something, there is a platform for it and there's a demographic for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like something in you is saying, we need this from you, Juan. We need this. Because there's somebody who needs to hear it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So Long as you think about that and you put it out, and you're not doing it for other people per se,
Right.
but it's like a divine connection, bro.
Yeah.
The listeners will come, you
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
And
And
that's
they
what
will
I'm
hear your
seeing,
voice.
man. That's what I'm seeing. You know, like I don't consider myself the best producer, the best rapper.
You're pretty
and
good
I-
producer. You're a pretty good producer. though.
Thanks, man.
Pretty
And
fire.
you know what? And I don't know if I'll ever feel that way. Maybe one day I'll be like, you know,
Right.
I don't know if any award will make me
100
feel
plaques
that.
later.
Yeah,
no.
like I don't know, man. Like I'm just not the type to ever feel satisfied. You know, like
That's good.
because like I know I can get better at things. You know,
right.
and that's always been my mindset. That's probably why I got so good at dance so fast, because that's always been my mindset. Like I can accomplish something that I set my mind to,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I know I was talking to Destiny about this, and she feels the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's dope, man. And I think that just, man, it helps to just keep growing and learning, not just about music and stuff, but just as a person.
Right.
But I'm realizing that, you know, like God is bringing the people that are supposed to come around. Like he's bringing collaborations that I never thought I would have. He's bringing art. He's, you know, connecting me with artists in the industry that are doing big things. And I'm just like, man, I'm just me and over here in the Quad Cities doing, you know, the music that I'm doing, working.
That's it though. You're just you.
Yeah,
no one else.
And that's definitely helped me out, just, you know, to be unique, you know. I'm a Hispanic young man out here, bilingual, trying to encourage the youth, you know, but everybody else, really, anybody who's willing to listen, to, you know, just be the best that they can be every day, making it a daily thing. You know, I remember when we were in the studio all the time, just training for hours every day. And I believe that
Literally.
those are just like signs of success. You know, like success is a daily thing.
Trying to tell you, you're right on the mark. I heard a saying not too long ago. They said success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Progressive. You know what I'm saying? You got something that you think is really worthy and valuable that you're aiming and fighting for, and you're making progress towards that each day. You're going towards that. You're successful. It isn't in the destination. It isn't in the start. It's in the journey. You know what I'm saying? And you hear that so many times, but it's like until you actually like, it takes the time where you like actually get in, like, dang, and you look at it a whole nother way, and you really see what they were trying to say. And you're like, wow, I get it now.
Yep.
Because all you have is today. You don't have tomorrow, yesterday. You have this now moment. So it's like, if I'm successful now in this moment and I'm progressing now, I'm happy now, which means I'm happy forever. You know what I'm saying?
That's where you can find true joy and peace and happiness, man. You know, just applying yourself daily and going after those goals and not waiting for somebody to hand them to you, you know, because then you don't have the same like appreciation for it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but man,
Won't be the same.
that's something that, you know, I'm realizing too now that I'm getting older. It's like, man, it's a daily thing. Like every day is a new day, and every day has its new challenges. But as long as you keep making, you know, your best effort to put your best foot forward, you know, you'll reach whatever goals and destinations you're trying to achieve. You know, but it's never ending. There's no one thing that that's gonna satisfy you and you're gonna be good for the rest of your life. I feel like
No.
it's a constant thing.
Once you get to that, okay, now what? Now what's next? And that's okay.
It's okay, yeah.
That's okay.
I hear a lot about like
That's why you're
artists,
alive, you know?
artists who make it big, and then they make it big, and then they get an award, and then they feel empty.
Well, one name that comes to mind, because obviously I've been a big fan of him for so long, is Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? It's like his last album was 2017. It went like super wherever, did all these numbers, but he hasn't put out no, I mean, he did Black Panther, the movie, but
Right.
he hasn't put out any music since then. It's 2020, so it's
own
like,
music.
and it's quarantine, so everybody's at home, so it's like, I wonder what he's doing. You know, he may not have that same drive, or he may be just trying to figure out what he wants, because he doesn't just put out music to put it out,
Right.
to stay relevant.
No,
He's
more
not like a
thoughtful.
Drake or somebody, you know? So
And
it's
he's
like,
the type that's more intentional about his music. That's what I'm talking about, like that intentionality, like really just thinking about what you're doing, you know?
And some people think, oh, well, I got to be putting out music. People will stop listening. Like, you know, it's like, it's not the same because I'm waiting for Kendrick in a way. You know, like, hey, when you put out something, I got to hear what you're talking about. Let me see what you want. They will be loyal. They will be there. The listeners will be there.
Well, I realized
Just
too.
make
like,
sure you bring the word.
Yep, it's like it's a marketing thing. It's a like a personal thing as well. Kendrick, J. Cole, like artists like that, they take longer to put out music because they put more thought into their music. Therefore, the audience respects what they say more because they don't just put out music just to be relevant.
Hop on every trend.
Yeah, no, like they really take their time in crafting every song, and I feel like that's why people respect them so much and wait for them to put out music and don't just count them out. Like they're like, man, like these dudes, whenever they drop a song, it's a big song. Like so, it's like but then you have artists who are, and it's younger artists, I feel like, that just want to keep following the trends and put song after song after song, and the quality sometimes isn't even there, you know. Like it was something if the quality was there and it was like really every song was good, but a lot of the times, like when you do too much quantity, you lose that quality and you lose the people's interest.
Yeah, I mean, and even in my own art form, I can relate to that because like that's me. Even with simple things like recording a dance video or a freestyle something, I really I can't do it unless I'm inspired.
Right.
You know, and I wish I was inspired more. Like I wish, you know, every other Tuesday I would, but you know what I'm saying, it's not the case with me. And I feel it and see it when I record when I'm not supposed to be recording. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. A lot of times when I do record, it's like it just happens. It's a natural thing that I just do. But also, for me, I've grown as a person too, where I'm kind of realizing what my real purpose is, you know, and dance is a part of that. And it's something a gift I have. It's an art form that I have that I like and I respect, but it isn't my everything and it isn't what I need to thrive or need to see. So it's okay.
Like
you
if
know?
dance was taken away, like you'll still be all right.
I also have my spirit. I'll still be me. And my spirit is for change, you know what I mean? For leading, for helping, you know what I mean? For making things better. Like that's what my ultimate, you know, that's what's most important to me. Everything else is just like a piece of that, you know what I'm saying?
Dope,
so, yeah, I just wanted to mention that because that's what it made me think of when you were saying
man,
that.
and I think it's important for young artists to know that dance, music, art is a tool, you know, to do things, to accomplish things, to make changes.
To take you places you've never been.
Yeah, you know, like it's a tool to do that, but it's not the only tool that can get you there. You know, I know people who get scholarships or people who, like, there's so many different ways to go about different things, but you know, don't put all your faith and hope into something like
all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah,
as they say.
and I'm not saying like try every art form, but I'm saying like find something that you're really passionate about and do that. And if you
Put
can't,
your all into it.
Yeah, like if you can't dance or you can't do this, like you can be a coach or you can train somebody or you can start a dance company and hire dancers. Like there can always be involved somehow if that's truly what you're passionate about. But when you're passionate about helping people, there's so many options. There's so many ways that you can go.
And people always need help. Because we always need help.
Yeah,
you always need help.
Always need
you know what I'm saying? We always.
And that's not a bad thing. That just means we need each other. You know? That means we need better relationships. We need better communication. I feel like social media has really set us back a good while with communication, and we don't, it's
you
hard
really don't have to.
It's hard to look at people in the eye nowadays, like because everybody's so stuck down here, like it's awkward almost. So I hope that we can continue to do this work here and make a difference in our community, and that you continue to travel, man. Like hopefully once all this stuff slows down, you can go get back on the road and see what things you can accomplish out there. But if not, we're always here welcoming you back with open arms. We got opportunities, all kinds of stuff. The viewers, man, thank you so much for watching. This has been a long interview, but that's kind of what happens. We used to have the vlogs back in the day,
low key,
and this is kind of like a throwback, kind of like bring it back. We don't have
The
OJ
Evolve version,
or
no orange juice.
coffee,
Yeah.
nothing. But hey,
If
we're
you know,
here
you
at the
know.
RME. Shout out to the RME for letting us use their space. Shout out to QC United for helping us make this happen. Shout out to Pete the Purple Bull. If you don't already know, for Pete's sake, stop bullying. Anything else you want to share to the people, man, before we take off?
No, I just want to say thank you for having me. Glad to be here, my bro,
Hey,
my guy.
thank you, man.
Continue to do what you do. Continue to uplift and inspire through being who you are. You know what I mean? That's the best way. Lead by example. It's a great thing to see your evolution. And yeah, just much love to everybody. Sending good vibes to everybody out there.
Hey. Shout outs to the Reflex family,
Yes,
to all
sir.
the dancers, all the parents that have supported us.
We got something in the works too for that. And we're looking into some things, maybe even this month. So
Ooh, okay.
be prepared.